Good thing I have some leftover tea to freshen up. Hi everyone, I'm back to streaming a little bit, kinda, sort of. Let's see if everything works. Yeah. Just gonna take out the chat, but I don't think... I'm not taking out the chat, I mean I'm holding it open so I can actually read it if somebody stumbles onto this, but quite possibly not. So I'm just gonna relax and play a little Final Fantasy 14, just go through the story. And, you know, enjoy. Relaxing, maybe like for 2 hours or so. I don't think I'll be able to play more. I need to do it in these kind of short bursts and then go back to bed because I'm still kinda sick. So I'm just doing this in... So the channel doesn't end up being dead. I mean, I've already been offline for like a week or so, but just so it's still kinda alive. And so I don't really fall out of this streamer shtick. Streamer shtick, yeah. We are up to 350 followers, which is amazing. Whatever magic she did, it's just brutal.
Change has come to the Garlean Empire, and we must discuss the implications.
The rumors are true then? The war of succession is ended?
Oh, that's bad.
It is. A new emperor reigns in Garlemald.
Who?
The birth and all too rapid expansion of the Garlean Empire is commonly attributed to the strategic brilliance of Solus Zosgalvis, yet he did not rule alone. Several members of the royal household also distinguished themselves during his reign. Nevertheless, it was the eldest son who stood to inherit the throne, until his most untimely passing.
I thought us fortunate when I learned that the Emperor had died without naming a successor.
Who the fuck is this giant shouldered guy? Wow. Respectful much.
Would that the Garlean Empire had died with him.
Twas the grandson and his uncle who had the strongest claims, was it not?
This is the uncle? Grandson is dead?
Indeed, yet claims count for little without the power to assert them. High Legatus Varus Ye Galvus is a respected military leader, not so his uncle.
So young Varus has torn the crown from his uncle's grasp and taken his place at the head of the Empire.
Ooh. Showmanship. The names are weird, I completely
Given
forgot
the
his name.
troubled nature of his succession, the new emperor will require time to seal his grip on power. Yet have no doubt but that he shall, for there are none left with strength enough to oppose him.
Since the success of Operation Archon, the remnants of the 14th Legion and the forces occupying Alamigo have done naught but fortify their positions. But you can be sure they'll be ready to march on us again, if their Emperor gives the word.
When, not if. They say this Varus was so set upon Eorzean annexation that he spoke out against the Meteor Project.
Plainly, the new emperor's intentions are of great concern to us all. I propose that we set aside the Cartno dispute for the present, and discuss what measures the Alliance might take to prepare for a resumption of hostilities with Garlemald. Moreover, I move that we re-examine the question of how our former allies in Ishgard might be persuaded to retake their place at our side. Could Eorzea but stand as one, 'twould deal a grave blow to our enemies' ambitions.
Well, I suppose we should be grateful that they have finally acknowledged the inevitability of Imperial attack. Who knows? They may even do something about it. If only the leaders of Ishgard would follow their example and stop hiding behind their gates, praying for the coming storm to pass them by. But that is a discussion for another time. At present, I am more concerned by the fact that the Alliance's mooted preparations will be made known to the Garleans many moons before their coming. So long as the ivy eludes our grasp, no secret is safe.
Well, I'm glad I recorded this. As I said, I mean, this is gonna be chill. I'm just gonna react to stuff, and most of this is gonna be me traveling about. The only fun thing is I get to record Final Fantasy during its like Christmas skin. Wait. Why is there no sound to the book opening and closing? There was a sound to the book opening and closing. Oh, maybe it's still loading in shit and everything. Because the dude should be here. Map section down, he should be right here. Yep, the game is still loading this area because it's so overcrowded. Yep, there was the sounds. Yep, there we are. This is just too many people playing this game, and they ain't stopping. I tried to get this, but I started collecting the other thing. I started collecting this, so I need to do that. Nice. Oh, we're very old off. I think it was even stuck right here. Very simplistic. Wait, is that my tail or is that... No, that's a tail of the cold. Jesus, Mark. Never mind. Chasing Ivy. Is that the ice heart that we're chasing? Wait a second, please. Fuck. What Dickens? Still gonna be loading back and forth. I don't know why it's taking so long to load. Yep, close to finishing this set. Just need to have this. And I don't think it fits. Maybe if it was different color. Crab Rave. I was gonna be like, can I recognize the song? Yes, it's Crab Rave. They need to have more dance moves. The dance move that I have is too lame. Like it's this. They need to get better dance. This is just, I don't know, a bit too formal. It's something stupider, like robot dance or something. It's funny how people just sit there and eat up. Maybe we should make some shit in here. Okay, so we need to go down the proper way. Some RP happening? Ninjas. Anarchy, stomach touch, page, summon page village. This might have been a mistake, but no, the reason I took it is because it gives me a, you know, what is it? Let me check something. No, just out of the iron because that's the best thing for me. Then I took another set. My bad. Okay, I need to load back into the whole area. I don't know why it's so crowded and all that. It's not that it shouldn't be, just like, why? Oh, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I took it because of the top. That's pretty much the only reason. Negative delete. Like, I know this is all past AIR, I'm still not in Heaven's Field, as far as I know. I don't know when I'll ever be in Heaven's Field, but sure. I just... The thing is, I'm still not going to any new locations. Like, this is rehashing all of the old maps, so that's the only thing that's kind of boring me. All of it. I can do a new dungeon, I do a new trial, I do a new dungeon, I do a new trial, or like it's not even a rehash of the old, it's like new parts of the old dungeons, so that's all cool. That's an interesting way to like hash, like this had to like prolong content before the first expansion and after like the disastrous launch and all that. But this is cool, there is a lot of content. It's kind of setting up the expansion and all that, but I'm kind of done with these areas and want to go to something new. So I'm just blasting to the main quest. I'm not even thinking of doing any side quests at all. I don't wanna know. Oh, Yukiri's back. She's been up a long time. I just keep forgetting that. I literally just came from bottom house. Never mind. Gonna try back. Having this kind of car on rain is not good. Maybe I should summon the carbuncle. Well, we're totally not running into a trap. Ninjas everywhere. What you gonna do, babe? Oh, yeah, I didn't pick up the marked headpiece. I picked up something else, I think. Oh, damn it. Well, never mind. Maybe I can get those pieces somehow. Just buy them from an NPC. I think that was one of the guards to buy. Check. Yeah, that's the top here. Yeah, glam coil. God damn it. Ah, never mind. Back to Revan's Stall. Gonna spend all my money on teleporting. Maybe? I thought so. Huh. Maybe not. Maybe I'll find it somehow. I don't know. It says it's the Calamity Salvager. Does this? Have to find one. Another bot, yay! And YouTube these times. Okay, I thought it was something else. Why are you just... Huh. Well, there is some, but not all. Not like these later 55 or 50 level things. Wait, I think I know how to. Let me check. Not caloric. Ah, it's the chest piece, just. Yeah, I mean, you can. Weather not caloric. Okay, so it's not easy to buy these items, but it's fine. It's fine. Make any politics and weather not caloric. I'm sure I know where to get. No science, no. Market prohibited, so it needs to be a drop. Guessing somewhere, somehow. Unique and tradable. Or I get allied seals. And then just buy it. Somebody got it from a retailer, nice. I'm looking at chats and ways to find this. Can you just... Because it's knock set, I don't know what's the knock headpiece. So... Show me the set. Oh yeah, it's the lion's thing, headdress. Yeah, I didn't want to pick. Okay, yeah, that looks dumb. Never mind. Not gonna pursue that. But the fact is, if I don't get the other others from quests, it's I get bacon broth. A simple plan, and I get bacon broth. Awesome, amazing. And if you have worst rewards ever. I mean, I should probably read all this, but then this would take a long time. I should be relaxing and chilling. How long will we make this? No way, it's just been 35 minutes. Jesus, this feels like it's been 2 hours already. I don't know why, I don't know how, I'm just feeling. More bots in YouTube! Yay! Stolen accounts. I'm guessing Russian and whoever else. But this is not even linking anything, this is just spamming random shit. Hey, engagement. I don't know. Channel is alive. I've got bots. I need to collect more of tombstones. We need more. Let's buy another set for another character. Or save them for later sets. Final sets. I've been level 57 for a long while now. Maybe you should give the quest rewards to like another 50 carrots so you can level up more. Oh, looks like a sound dude. Who the fuck? This. Oh, bro, no.
Minfilia, am I right?
None other. I bid you welcome to Revenant's Toll, and thank you for traveling so far on such short notice.
As if I could ever say no to Urianger.
Moonbreeder is an accomplished Sharlayan scholar, and an authority on aetherite technologies. She has played an invaluable role in our search for a means to capture Ascian souls.
Charmed, I'm sure.
I am as well. Damn, she's hot. And teen personality as well. Oh, is this why we get the broth? Because the whole quest was run up here, meet Moonridia, was it? And then go back, speak with Jesus. Welcome party. One. Is she one of the tall? I think she is. I mean, she looks human. Also, I don't know. Maybe human. Just tall human. Tall mommy.
Moon! Gods, it's been ages!
Oh, longer, sister.
No, I think she's one of the tall.
Joyous reunion indeed.
Well, of course it is. Moon and I are like twin sisters.
Save in appearance and aptitude.
Everyone, if I could have your attention. We have with us an esteemed guest who has come from Sharlayan to assist us. I bid Moonbreeder join us here that she might share with us her extensive knowledge of aetherites. Also, as many of you are already aware, she has been overseeing our research into white auracite, a sample of which she has been good enough to bring with her.
Well, I had to come, didn't I? You'd have to be bloody daft to turn your nose up at a chance like this. Where better to conduct my final tests than a land so steeped in ether you can taste it?
'Tis plain the passage of the years hath done little to dampen thy youthful spirits.
Boy, these
And
two.
nothing at all to reform thy youthful manner.
Oh, I was thinking this is gonna.
Oriange, where in the hells have you been hiding?
Unhand me.
I come all this way, and that's what you have to say to me. I much preferred when you were pleading with me to drop everything and hurry to your side. What was it you said? None save thee can satisfy this need.
Oh my god.
Go on.
Go on.
Thine artless attempts to misrepresent mine all too innocent motives do thee little credit.
Go on.
Mine intent, as well thou knowest, was but to impress upon thee the gravity of the circumstance. Lest thou doubt, a deiform entity shall shortly be summoned, save if thou and no other grantest my compeers thine aid.
Right.
You still haven't found it then, your missing aetherite?
We have not. No. We know that Iceheart teleported to an aetherite not far from the first. Yet even after careful analysis, we could not locate the second beacon. We now suspect that the heretics destroyed the second aetherite to impede our pursuit. Our allies continue to scour Snowcloak for Iceheart's sanctuary, but we have no guarantee that they will find it. Yet it must be found, for even now Iceheart prepares to call upon Saint Shiva.
I'm sorry, but if the aetherite's been destroyed, then that's that. Although, you're absolutely sure she used the first aetherite, are you? She didn't just use teleportation magics?
One of our own bore witness to her escape. I can say with absolute certainty that Iceheart used the aetherite.
In that case, there might be a way, so long as the ethereal current is still flowing.
Truly? How?
We use the current to recreate the beacon. As you know, aetherites are a bit like lighthouses. We use them to reconstitute our physical forms when crossing the ethereal sea. Without them, we'd lose all sense of direction and our essence would dissipate. However, we don't rely solely on these beacons. There are currents of ether which flow between them, currents which help guide us to our destination. Now, these currents will gradually dwindle away to nothing if an aetherite is destroyed. But if even a sluggish flow remains, we could theoretically use it to direct a surge of concentrated ether towards the void left by the beacon, and thereby fill it up again.
Like opening the floodgates to fill a dry riverbed. Though, correct me if I'm wrong, but would we not need a veritable reservoir of ether?
In concert, we might manage to channel a sufficient volume, yet that is not my chief concern. To direct the flow of so great a volume of ether with the requisite precision would be a nigh impossible task in itself.
Oh, French quest.
I barely succeeded in facilitating travel to an unattuned beacon. That which you describe sounds considerably more difficult.
And dangerous. Every person who has attempted to teleport in this fashion has died in the process.
Okay.
They, however, did not have white aura sight at their disposal.
Okay,
I
that.
can use it to channel all the ether you can give me into the aetherite. However, white aura sight cannot retain ether for an extended period of time, so we would need to infuse it immediately beforehand. Just so you know, I'd confidently give this plan better than even odds of success. And if the worst comes to worst, your people won't suffer.
Great.
Though it risked the lives of our best and brightest, we have not the time to seek other options.
Thanks,
If the
Minfilia.
ethereal current still flows, we shall carry out Moonbreeder's plan.
Throwing me under a bus.
That's the spirit. Let's roll the dice.
Fuck it, I trust her too much. She's too positive about this. Okay, let's see if she dies in the next few quests or she stays for a longer while. Simple plan. Simple indeed. The instruments of our deliverance. Yes, let's go. These tiny instanced rooms are, I don't know, unnecessary? Cortes, can't try it. Yeah, let's just go there. Guessing this might be a trial. Might be. Or a dungeon. For which I will have to wait for countless hours until it starts. Honestly, I'm just chill. This is just chill. I wish I could stream more daily. Often. Can you not build a community at all? Yeah, that was already dungeon entry, so this could be the version of the It's good that this covers like my level 50 gear enough for 6 classes. Just gonna grab the heavy and normal. Well, this is level 50, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's a big ice ball. After me, sir. Yeah, thanks. Everybody's just throwing me into this dangerous situation. Let's see how it goes. Hi, Alice. Isn't it a bit too early? Oh. I knew I forgot to change something. Let me deal with that. I'm a streamer, you know. I know how to do these things. I was gonna play Genshin Impact on my PS4, and I might do that in the evening. Yeah, I got nothing else to do except watch shows. Okay, fuck, I'm a theory. Whatever, hard. Okay, I got a new dungeon. Dungeon ahoy! Ahoy! Where is it? I mean, this is... Is this? Ah, okay. Oh no, it's a trial. Okay, cool. Cool, it's a trial. So it's gonna be just me blasting this. It should be fast unless we die repeated. So I just wait for 9 minutes. Oh, it needs a full party. This is gonna be a wait. So while we wait, while I have nothing else to do, we're just gonna watch some YouTube videos. See if there's anything fun. Is there anything stupid and fun? I mean, I can't do anything. I need to wait for at least 9 minutes, and with my luck, it's gonna be 18 minutes or something. And this is like the later part of as I said, this is later part of ARR, so it's basically just quest, dungeon, quest, trial, quest, dungeon, quest, trial, quest, dungeon, quest, trial, and that just... I mean, I could probably go do some side quests in the meantime, but it would interrupt me, so I'm just gonna wait. The recommendations of... Let's see this. This is stupid enough to be fun.
Sponsored by Audible. Hello my beautiful watchers, I am so glad that you've decided to join me for another look back at what is possibly the most seminal series in the child fantasy genre, The Chronicles of Narnia by C. to the S. Lewis, and the prequel novel he decided to throw into the works to shine a little light on the creation of Narnia itself. I'm quite excited about this because the last time I did one of these videos it was surprisingly popular. I would like to think it wasn't just because of the snake boobs in the thumbnail, but this is the internet. As you can see, I went with something way more subtle this time around. Oh, and if you're wondering why I stopped reviewing these books in order, I may or may not have gotten completely mixed up and not realised my mistake until I was already basically done writing. It should be okay though, I don't think The Horse and His Boy is going anywhere. Anyways, just as a quick reminder, C.S. Lewis was a British author who held esteemed positions teaching literature at both Oxford and Cambridge universities, and spent his free time quaffing drinks with J.R.R. Tolkien and being a devout Christian. All of these things had a profound influence on his work, which is why a lead character in all of his books is the literal Lord Jesus Christ who has taken the form of a mighty lion. Oh, speaking of which, these very, very funny shirts, which I personally designed, are available in my merch store, link in the video description. The Magician's Nephew, published in... Designed are available in my...
Persona, don't at me. Oh, Jesus
merch store, link in the video description. The Magician's Nephew, published in 1955, is the 6th book in the Chronicles of Narnia series. It's set about 40 years before the events of The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, Wardrobe in human time and 1,000 years before in Narnian time. In addition to explaining a ton of things about Narnia, including but not limited to why the fuck is there a lamppost in a forest, this book also dumps a ton of other batshit crazy things into the lore all at once. In the first 2 chapters alone, we find out that Sherlock Holmes was canonically a real person in this world, and Arthurian legends, the Fey folk, and fucking Atlantis all existed and played a part in the creation of Narnia, making this the second time I've discovered unexpected Atlantis in the origin story added to a popular book series. Interestingly, in the same sentence in which he referenced Sherlock Holmes, Lewis also name-dropped the Bastables, which is a reference to the works of Edith Nesbit, an author Lewis cited as being a huge influence for his own writing, and indeed, The Magician's Nephew in particular follows a lot of the same plot beats as her 1906 children's novel, The Story of the Amulet. This prequel also gives us a peek into the life of the undisputed best villain of the series, the White Witch, and a taste of just how much of a boss bitch she was before she finally met her end in Aslan's jaws 1,000 years later. The 2 leads of the story are 11-year-old Diggory Kirk, who you'll no doubt remember was the mysterious but kindly professor who owned the house the Pevensies were sent to in The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, and his childhood friend Polly. Just before jumping into the synopsis, if you would like to experience this story for yourself, I have got you hella covered, fam. The complete Chronicles of Narnia, from The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe to The Last Battle, is available in a single audiobook on Audible, and it's one of the best sets of narrators I've been fortunate enough to come across in ages, including Kenneth Branagh, Alex Jennings, Michael York, and Patrick Stewart. With Audible membership, you get a credit every month that can be redeemed for any audiobook in their unparalleled library, regardless of its selling price. And right now, for a limited time, you have the chance to save 60% on your first 3 months by going to audible.com/.
Yeah, that's the code. Done. Blah blah blah. I need to fight. I mean, of course, compared to the video, I'm not really trying to be loud at the moment. But we found Ice Cart.
You should never have come here, warrior of light. I labor only to forge a lasting peace.
We're killing everybody.
A
Freezing.
peace you would deny us out of ignorance and blind faith. No matter. If it is our fate to be at odds, then it is mine to strike you down.
Oh, this is just too hot.
We whom gods and men have forsaken shall be the instruments of our own deliverance. Partake of my flesh. Fill this vessel with your light. Walk amongst your brothers and sisters once more. Oh, Saint Shiva, still the hatred within our hearts and bless us with eternal grace.
Okay, Ice Cart just froze herself. Fine. And yeah, short 9 minutes. I was lucky that we got the party up started. Okay, so she's... Ooh, oh. The big ice mama. Do we need to fight? Honestly? Okay, the icicle hair is a bit too much. Okay, the music is cool. I mean, compared to every other... Ow, ow. Every Final Fantasy music is cool, but this is also just cool. Should send her some fire. Okay, what's she doing now? Oh shit. I'm guessing we need to focus on these guys. take them out before more shit happens. No, not Shiva. Where is the other guy? Oh, he's dead. Okay. Oh shit, we lost the healer. Where is my instant cast? Ow. God damn it. Where is the why won't he? Okay, here is. Can I? There's another guy. There, I got stunned. Never mind, I'll try it as a secondary healer and all that bullshit. I think he's up. And we're all dead. No, the guy that I was. Oh jeez, the switch of the music! Ah! So cool. Okay, this transition is really cool. Now focus on. What the fuck? When did I join a fucking J-pop moment? Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, go away, go away. Ow. Can somebody limit break? Yes. Yeah, it sounds cool. The switch, the transition, everything, just too cool. And cold. Wow, did everybody just everybody just bamfed out? Okay. They didn't wait for me to complete the cinematic. Still, we're just playing this for an hour. We've seen so much stuff. I'm at least glad I'm saving. I mean, recording all of the videos. And these cool cinematics. So, Iceheart, you good? We chill? We down low?
Fool. Blind, bloody fool. You, of all people, should understand the suffering war begets. That no sacrifice is too great if it brings an end to the violence. Mine is the righteous cause.
Sorry, I didn't really pay attention to your cause. Or plot. Just here to kick ass.
You fight in a war you do not understand. A pawn of liars and schemers.
Probably.
And they are no less ignorant than you. Following the creed of their fathers without question, never thinking to ask why. Trapped in a delusion of their own creation, and blind to the truth. Warrior of light, redemption is not beyond us. We who walk before may lead those who walk after. Seek the keeper of the lake. See with eyes unclouded.
Oh, do I get the sword from her?
Do not squander Mother's gift.
Mother? As in Heidelin? The crystal mother?
Hear,
Oh.
feel, think.
Okay. That's a turn of events. Are we just gonna at the end summon all of the fucking primals to fight the Garlean Empire or whoever? So did she have an echo like us? Hi, ASEAN bastards.
And so the vessel withdraws, a predictable outcome.
Oh, this is a different guy.
Nevertheless, La Habrea will be pleased. How unfortunate.
This location is cool anyway. I want a cookie. This wasn't as hard, this was just cool. Yeah, god damn. Am I even getting any XP at this point? No, it's I need 1,000,000. I'm getting thousands. Somebody's starting off fireworks earlier. Okay, where to next? Ah, just there. Fair enough. We'll go make some. I can't make cookies. I can only buy cookies. Snuggles dodo so fluffy. Yes, it's a dumb dodo pet. It's, what was it? Fledgling dodo, actually. I forgot where I even got it. I think it's just a drop somewhere. Let's not drive into the tower. More bots on my YouTube channel, great. I think I know who is talking about. It says I'm stupidly tired. I'm pretty sure I have no emails to do today. Well, I mean, it's what, Christmas Day or whatever, or just Christmas evening. I have no idea how that's. It's still it's about Christmas, so nobody's sending emails, nobody's doing anything. Everybody's just like trying to chill, probably. So enjoy your Christmas Eve, yeah. So enjoy your lazy and slow day at work. After this, who knows how many emails is gonna come. So, you know, just relax, grab a Switch or something and enjoy. or you know, some webcomics and stuff like that. Okay, let's not stand on the desk. Okay, do have email, just there still isn't a lot more time for clicking the buttons. Yep. Please, voice acting.
On behalf of the Holy See of Ishgard, allow me to express my deepest thanks. Never before have we been required to contend with a primal. Indeed, there were fears in some quarters that our knights might not be equal to the task.
His voice actor is familiar.
From what we have now learned of these beings, I can say with certainty that we would have lost a great many men had the Scions not intervened.
But damn, he's
Then the
acting.
argument for preemptive action should be self-evident. Perchance now you will reconsider my proposal that Ishgard move against Natalan.
Ere we first met, a similar proposal was tabled, but the Holy See decreed that we were to observe, and that military action should be taken only in self-defense. All things considered, it was not an unreasonable decision. Since the calamity, 2 vigils have fallen to the Horde, while Garuda has never shown any inclination to storm the gates of judgment. Which is why this unprecedented crisis and its resolution may prompt a change in policy. You who have faced these primals know well the threat they pose. Ishgard did not. Not until now. And there is naught like a brush with death to change a man's outlook.
At the very least, this should silence any lingering objections to our arrangement with Revenant's Toll. The Holy See may even feel moved to grant us its formal endorsement.
So far as it is possible, the Scions shall be compensated for their service.
We should be grateful for any aid you can provide.
As a gesture of good faith, I shall withdraw my previous request. Your people are doubtless needed elsewhere.
That will not be necessary. We too have a vested interest in watching Dravania's movements.
I see. Once more, I must thank you.
Sir Emmerich, if I may, do you truly believe that Midgard-Zoma could return?
The heavens are a window unto truth, but those who interpret their movements are not infallible. I requested your involvement as a precautionary measure.
But of course, you sought an excuse to compensate us from the first, mindful of what would happen if Revenant's Toll were taken by your enemies. Ishgard is not wont to aid its neighbors, but that does not preclude it from manipulating them to serve its own interests.
Choose your next words carefully.
Do you know what sort of man becomes Lord Commander of the Temple Knights? One who comes from good stock. I did not. Yet here I am. Now, why do you suppose that is? Because I swiftly learned to tell the difference between words, deeds, and beliefs. You are correct, Master Leveilleur. Ishgard desires to see Revenant's toll flourish, as it would present a troublesome obstacle to our enemies from the south.
We are so glad to be of use to you.
As we are to you. Ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement, lest we forget, one born of necessity. The dragons grow more restless by the day, and the heretics harry us nigh without cease. We have contended with such troubles for centuries, but there are limits to even our endurance. Yet as a pauper is loath to part with his meager possessions, the leaders of Ishgard are not wont to render up their trust to outsiders. But with perseverance on our part, they may yet be made to see the light. Nevertheless, one must take care when walking the road less traveled.
Wise words, Sir Emmerich. I shall make a point to remember them. I must apologize for my earlier outburst. I hope it will not sour our good relations.
Not at all. You but spoke from the heart. I trust you understand that at times my duties may prevent me from meeting with you. On such occasions, my second-in-command will speak for me.
Lucia, at your service. Pray excuse our reticence. We are but wary of speaking too freely, lest our sentiments be made known to our enemies. Know that the Lord Commander and I are of one mind. For the sake of Ishgard, and of Eorzea at large, I pray our peoples can put aside their differences. Those who dwell in the past risk losing sight of their future.
Should aught befall one of our shipments, pray inform Lucia immediately. You may also relay to her any words you might have for me alone. Not being of Ishgardian birth, she owes no allegiance to any noble house, making her as near to incorruptible as one can find in my homeland. Suffice it to say, I trust her completely, and so may you. Which reminds me, Lord Orchefort, if you would be so kind.
Certainly.
In times such as these, trust is ever in short supply. Mayhap this will go some way to rectify the problem. The results of our investigation into the heretics' recent attacks, as well as our interrogation of the merchant you detained.
Sir Emmerich, I cannot thank you enough.
Think nothing of it. Ishgard may be many things, but it is no friend to Garlemald.
Did I not tell you to have faith, my friend?
Technically I can pause these interactions, but I put it on autoplay because I don't want to click each time to set the next, voice line. So just put it on auto. Anyway, all it says I'm gonna focus on emails and to wake up, so I'm gonna be quiet. It's all good. Do work, then do fun. Eyes unclouded. Just back. As I said, I mean, I said a lot of this is quest, dungeon, quest, trial, quest, dungeon, quest, trial. Also, in between those cinematic. Like, there is more questing and dungeoning and trialing and cinematics here in post ARR, in between ARR and Heaven's Wheel, than there is in questing in ARR, like before they shortened the amount of quests. Like, I do not believe I have done this many quests in ARR. I simply don't. There is no bloody... Like, the amount of quests, the amount of time I've spent in this is way more than in ARR. And all I'm pretty much doing is just run to a point and then watch. Run to a point and then watch. Then run to a point and then watch. It's not like I'm doing anything progressive. I forgot to put Swift Cast next to Resurrection so I can use one and another instantly. Cinematic time! Hopefully with voice acting. Also, some of them are voice acting.
Words cannot well express how glad I am to see you return to us hale and whole. Needless to say, I am most eager to hear your account of that which occurred in Kurthis, assuming you're ready to speak of it.
Oh boy, I have a lot to say.
Excellent. I shall summon the others at once.
Okay, so this bullshit happened, and this bullshit happened, and I bullshitted my way out of it, so this is a lot of bullshit that's happened. We can summon primals, yay! Ourselves, directly.
Iceheart used her own body as a vessel for a primal soul?
Master Louisoir's writings make no mention of such a possibility. Can we be certain this entity was a primal?
She hit like one.
It can be that good King Mogulmog the 12th was a primal, I should think. Both were ostensibly summoned.
Please don't mention Mogulmog.
Let's not quibble over definitions. Of more concern is the implication that Iceheart retained her will, even after she was possessed. We are talking about a mortal, wielding the power of a primal.
Yup. Didn't she just
Can't
poof?
possibly be that easy, can it? There must be some sort of sacrifice required. Or maybe she's just special?
Specialized snowflake. Oh.
What qualities this woman possesseth, I know not, but full sure am I that she was groomed for this role. Few are privy to the secrets of summoning, and but a single party standeth to profit from their dissemination.
Yes, yes.
Well, I wouldn't presume to comment on how the lass came to know about summoning, but I will say that what she summoned was a primal. The readings were the same, or near as damn it. Strange as it all sounds, it's really no different from what you've faced before.
Then mayhap it is time that we re-examined our previous encounters.
Pack your things, Ida. We're going back to Gridania.
Yes, sir.
About Iceheart's final words to you. Hear, feel, think. Hydaelyn speaks to her as well.
I mean, it's obvious.
If Iceheart is blessed with the power of the Echo, she will doubtless have used it to further her goals.
Like summoning primals.
Or could it be that it was a revelation granted her by the Echo which first set her on this path? She did say that the Ishgardians were blind to the truth. Do you think she has knowledge of the origins of the Ishgardian-Dravanian War? It would do much to explain her unwavering conviction.
Dravanian means
Did
dragons.
not the Lady Iceheart implore thee to seek the Keeper of the Lake? And did she not imply that in so doing thou wouldst come to see with eyes unclouded?
Also, I might get the sword of the lake. Yes, I'm gonna go.
Midgard Zoma was a king amongst kings who reigned for centuries on end. But he is dead and his wisdom lost to the ages. Unless the Ishgardians' fears are well founded. It would seem we have yet another reason to stand watch over the Keeper of the Lake. For a mercy, we are well positioned to do so.
Let's go get me that
Iceheart,
sword.
Shiva, Ascians, and Midgard Zoma. I shudder to think how they're all connected.
Shudder away. I would never be able to pronounce Midgard Sommer like that when I see it. I'll butcher it all the way. Weapon coffer. Reason. Rolly. Oh, back to that. Commotion outside. What am I getting myself into? What's this all about, Alphinode? Oh, great. Let's go. Teleport away. What the fuck are we doing here? Okay, no, I can just teleport. And then I can drive. Jump. Am I teleporting in the middle of Custom Meridian? I mean, I'm high enough level to not care. Nope. But we are slow flying here. Oh, this is a duty. This is gonna be fun. Not too much. Not at all. Why is that sound still happening in cutscenes? No, she's more badass now. And oh boy, that's this. Okay, we have backup at least. Gotta take out the mage first. Dead. Take out the rangers. Oh, never mind. Take out support. Now focus on Dastard Babe. Oh, more coming. God damn it. Shit, I should probably take care of the big guys, but I need to lower the amount of these guys around here. That's a lot of them. What the fuck? Can I at least... Okay, Elaine is almost dead. I need to take care of these other guys. Elaine. No, dude, you're not gonna buff anybody there. I'm pretty much leaving the NPCs to deal with the boss. I'm just taking care of everybody else. Come on, Kanban-cool. Do the ruin. Is Elaine gonna die soon? Let's blast it away. No, I think we need to kill this thing before we can deal with it. Oh, more of them? Come on. Can you stop? Okay, time to take care of all of them at the same time. Jesus, that's a lot of them. Okay, and I don't even have like a limit break to take care of all of these guys. Is Elaine dead? No, she's not. Then I need to worry about the NPCs as well. Shit, who is gonna die of these guys? Finally, Jesus, that was close. These NPCs almost died and I can't let them die. This was a literal war battle. Woohoo! Hey, woohoo! I'll be ending in like 30 minutes or so.
I've heard. Truly bothersome business.
Oh shit.
No, I do not foresee a problem on that front. The main concern is Roban. There is no telling what the brute might do. Have the Blades watch him in the flames day and night. You may leave the Sultana to me. I shall personally attend her grace. Sever one of the East Aldenard trade routes. That ought to keep Lolorito occupied for a while. Nanamo Ulnamo. For my sake, pray be a good little Sultana to the last.
God damn it, move that chocobo out of the way. Let us cling together. Alphinaud, another favor. Oh, this is gonna be... Oh boy, if this ends up being... There is... I mean, I mentioned this before, there was like a saying... Somebody told me that, like, a cinematic between ARR and Heaven's Wheel is like an hour long. Well, not maybe an hour, but 50 minutes or something. So if that happens now, this is gonna be interesting. As in... I'm gonna be stuck in this chair for another hour. What I do for streams and for me to record this, because this is something I like to see. And after that, I don't need to record anymore. No, I will probably when I'm just chilling and playing this. It's funny how some people who played, I think since Asmongold joined Final Fantasy still haven't completed all the quests and all the plot, because there is so much of it. God damn it, Final Fantasy XIV.
Welcome back, my friend. I have already received word from Alphinaud. To think that Flame Marshal Huayu was the Garlean agent. I know not what to say. Together with Roban, Eline lent us much-needed aid at the time of our Order's founding. She was particularly passionate about the need to tackle the primal threat. When we discussed the subject, her eyes fairly shone with determination. Whatever else she may have been, I choose to believe that it was her true self with whom I spoke then. But now is not the time to dwell on such matters. I have an important announcement to make regarding our effort to defeat the Ascians. We shall begin as soon as everyone is assembled.
Assemble the Anti-Ascian clan. I mean, the Scions of Dawn.
Thanks for coming, friends. Moonbreeder, the floor is yours.
By now, I'm sure you're all familiar with White Auracite, the miraculous material that'll allow us to capture Ascian souls. Back at Snowcloak, we verified its ability to absorb vast amounts of ether. Alas, it leaves something to be desired in the area of stability. The stone can only store ether for a short while before expelling its contents.
In addition to Auracite's inherent limitations, we must needs be wary of our enemy's strength. Our foe draweth upon an infinite wellspring of power. Even should we succeed in entrapping him, the stone will not long contain his wrath.
Meaning that, if we want to kill the swine, we'll have to be quick about it.
'Tis our belief that an Ascian soul may be permanently undone if smitten by a sufficiently concentrated burst of pure ether.
The only trouble is, we can't say for sure how concentrated the burst needs to be. Without knowing how much ether an Ascian soul is composed of, we're basically guessing.
Our sole clue lieth in thy struggle with La Habrea.
During that encounter, Heidelin bid you forge what she called a Blade of Light, a weapon which took the form of a luminous stream of energy. Based on your description, we believe the blade with which you vanquished your foe was composed of ether. Admittedly,
He's still alive.
Your victory
Let
proved
him.
ephemeral, as La Habrea was able to use a crystal of darkness to flee into the space that lies between our world and the void.
Yeah.
The fact remains, however, that Heidelin placed the means to destroy the Ascians in your hands. Be that as it may, it would be unwise to assume that she will do the same when we next encounter such a foe.
Quite so, my lady. We must needs find the means to forge our own blade of ether, one to equal that which Heidelin did benevolently bestow upon her champion.
That is all well and good, but it seems to me that producing such a blade will require a prodigious quantity of ether. Whence will it come, pray tell?
Oh, what if we had 2 pieces of white aurosite? One to trap the Ascian, and the other to store the ether for the blade.
Oh, nice try. But it's as I said, the stone won't hold ether for any length of time. We'd still need to collect the stuff there and then, sorry to say.
And therein lies the rub. Finding a way to create the blade whenever and wherever we choose.
'Twould seem more research is in order.
I'm going to linger a while, perform a few more tests on the aurosite. And I could do with some help. Urianger, why don't you lend me a hand?
And something else.
Mine apologies, but I am required at the Waking Sands. Lady Minfilia hath given me sole charge of the premises. 'Twould be unseemly to leave them unattended.
Sole charge, you say? So you're basically alone there, then? Well, that settles it. I'll just have to come to you.
Take the woman, Urianger, and don't complain.
While you were afield, word arrived from the Sharlayan motherland. You will recall that a survey party was dispatched to investigate the incident at the Isle of Vow. What they discovered was troubling, to say the least. According to the report, the Isle has been erased from existence.
What?
'Twas as if a hole had been torn in the very fabric of reality.
How?
Aye, yet the mystery endeth not with the Isle's disappearance. It hath come to light that a number of scholars in various other locales were reported missing at a similar juncture.
Okay, what the fuck?
What's more, they all had something in common with the head of the students of Baldessian. Every last one of them was researching a phenomenon called dimensional compression, or the rejoining as the ancient texts call it. I'll be damned if that's a coincidence.
All indications suggest Ascian involvement, but I sense that a force greater still is at work. The entity the Dark Beings call the One True God. We must pray that my dear friend Kryl regains consciousness soon. If she bore witness to the Isle of Val's final moments, she may be able to shed some light on this mystery.
I still don't think we get any XP after all of this. Okay, cinematic time. More cinematic time.
Following the calamity, the forces of the 14th Imperial Legion entrenched themselves in strategic locations across Eorzea. So swiftly did they accomplish this, it was suspected that they had received help. To think that it came from Huayu, my right hand.
There is more. We have reason to believe that Huayu didn't deal exclusively with the 14th. She also answered to a higher authority in Garlemald. But this higher authority could not have been the Emperor. By consenting to the Media Project, Solus Zos Galvus showed himself to be more concerned about preventing the spread of primal influence than claiming Eorzea for the Empire. He would happily have seen the lot reduced to ash. We believe a number of high-ranking figures within the royal household were against the decision, but that they knew better than to oppose the Emperor openly. Of course, this didn't prevent them from making clandestine provisions, in which Huayu played a part.
Alas, these provisions did not prevent Dalamud from falling, and the ensuing chaos changed the face of the realm forever. Yet Eorzea survived. To all intents and purposes, the Meteor Project had failed, and the Empire was left to rue its lack of a decisive means to eliminate the primals. Until, that is, it stumbled upon the Ultima weapon.
Even before the accursed thing was dug up, it seemed to me the 14th had the might to overwhelm our weakened armies. Yet they chose to hide behind their walls. Why?
The Black Wolf was wary of making the denizens of Eorzea desperate, lest more primals emerge to bleed the land. The discovery of the Ultima weapon, however, emboldened him to resume his war of conquest in earnest.
But there was one in Garlemald who believed that Van Belsar's actions were premature. One who stood higher in the Imperial Army's chain of command. He ordered the Legatus to halt his advance, only to find that the Black Wolf had slipped its leash, and that the 14th now acted alone. In a bid to bring Van Belsar to heel, he used the agent he had planted in Ul'dah prior to the Calamity to undermine the Legion's efforts.
A man who outranks Van Belsar, yet opposed the late Emperor's decision to annihilate Eorzea. This could only be the former High Legatus of the Garlean army, now known as Emperor Varus Zos Galvus. So he was Huayu's true master.
But one of several in actual fact. We've learned that even as Huayu served the Empire's interests, she sold Imperial secrets to a certain faction in Eorzea. In so doing, she helped to maintain the status quo, thus prolonging the conflict. Considering who stands to profit from war, it isn't hard to imagine who her other masters were.
Seven hells! You mean to say that she was a double agent?
Triple, if you consider her services to Van Belsar and the new Emperor as separate.
As neatly as these pieces seem to fit, one aspect of the puzzle remains unclear to me. By whose will was the Marshal feeding intelligence to the heretics? And try as I might, I fail to see how aiding their cause would profit either her Imperial or monetarist masters. Could it be that another hand is at work here? If so, Huayu must be made to reveal whose it is.
Not only have I lost a trusted friend, now I must interrogate her as a stranger.
Not a pleasant task, I grant you, but a necessary one. Unless we weed out the ivy, root, stalk, and stem, it will simply grow back.
I know that full well. Those closest to Huayu have already been detained, and I will question them alongside her.
General, pray keep in mind that there may be unwitting abettors among them.
All will be treated fairly. On that you have my word. Those who are innocent have no cause to fear.
You have ever been a friend of truth, General. I hope the unpleasant task of weeding out falsehood will not detain you too long. Though it be for the sake of Eorzea, doubting one's comrades is poison to the soul. And with that, I take my leave.
All these years, I've been made to dance to their tune. How could you, Huayu? How could you side with them? Those cankers who take from this land and give naught in return, who use their power to disempower and grow fat while the people starve. I know you can hear me, monitorist scum! Your crimes will not go unpunished! Until you have purged this land of your sickness, before the eyes of the 12, I swear it!
Damn, Rauban. Damn. I know I'm getting into darkness, the light is going away. Oh, blushes.
I shall have no further need of you this day. Your Grace.
Gotta go get my vitamins soon.
I fear that not even mine own chambers shall remain private for long.
Has the situation grown so grim?
Oh, wow.
Ever since he proposed the Cartiner Reclamation Bill, Teleji Adeleji has risen to greater prominence upon the backs of impoverished refugees. The monitorists were ever united in their pursuit of profit, but the man's actions have torn a rift in their ranks. They snap at each other as rabid dogs. Yet now is not the time to be bickering among ourselves.
If this bickering is a
She's
threat to
kind of
law
old.
and order, might you not have grounds to dissolve the Syndicate?
Would that the solution were so simple, Admiral. Alas, my moving to dissolve the Syndicate is certain to spark outrage among the influential merchant class, whom the Cabal represents. This would serve to exacerbate the current unrest, and peace would slip still further away. Be they rich or poor, natives or refugees, all who reside in Ul'dah have a right to pursue happiness. It is the duty of a ruler to protect this right. If I am to perform my duty, I must needs tread warily. It would not do to make enemies heedlessly. Were Lord Lolorito here, he would doubtless say that I have my head in the clouds.
A ruler is required to take a wide view. Try as we might to cater to all needs, some will inevitably be overlooked. As such, there shall ever be citizens who feel aggrieved. It cannot be helped. But as you have informed us, the monitorists take no view but their own. They hunger for power while the masses starve. In the absence of a common cause, it seems beyond any one individual to make Ul'dah whole.
And the presence of a Garlean agent within the Immortal Flames only makes matters worse. Even accounting for Uldah's historic reliance upon mercenaries, such a grievous breach of security is unprecedented. I fear this business will provide the monitorists with a rod to beat Rauban.
Eorzea can ill afford for the Immortal Flames to be dampened now. Ere long, the Garleans will turn their ravenous gaze toward our lands once more. If we are to resist their might, our nations must stand together. Yet for this to happen, our nations must be whole. Cannot be done to improve the situation in Ul'dah.
The The true wealth of Uldar lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her citizens. Alas, the citizens shall never know these things, so long as their lives are ruled by the ambitions of the few. The monetarists claim to represent the best interests of the people, but in sooth they desire only to manipulate them for their own selfish ends. For the government to serve the people, it must be formed of the people. For Uldar to move forward, it is not only the Syndicate that must be dissolved.
Nay, you jest.
My friends, it was for no other reason than to make known to you mine intent that I requested your presence here. When I make my declaration to the people, chaos shall inevitably ensue. As the last monarch in the line of Ul, I make unto you this request. Help Roban to preserve order and protect the people. Forsake them, and you forsake yourselves. For a strong Eorzea will ever have need of a strong Uldar.
And all the money they have.
Your Grace, are you certain of this?
Yeah, this is kind of wow.
There is no other way. When the time is ripe, the nation shall become a true republic. Both royalists and monetarists shall cease to be. Uldar will no longer belong to kings or queens or merchant princes, but to her people. Roban, forgive me for casting aside all that you have toiled for in my name. Beyond this gesture, I am powerless to help my subjects.
Also, why is my main story quest blocked? Fuck, this quest is not available. Dungeon requirement. The naval heart. Oh god fucking damn it. No, I don't want small talk. Where is fucking do I have the naval heart? No, I do not. Fuck? Is this really? Yeah, naval heart. I don't have the naval normal. That's let alone hard. Yeah, I haven't completed everything. There is PvP, Cold Saucer, Kill Heists. I mean, I should start doing this, technically. Okay, Google. I mean, yeah, Google. Heart unlock. Okay, I wasn't the first one to ask this. How to unlock the naval heart? It must be level 15, must have completed the following. Main quest scenario, ultimate weapon, side quest, recurring problem, if it bleeds, if we can kill it, ha ha ha. If in the Garud Awakening in a Titan spot. God damn it, punny names. Okay, quests complete. No, would it be this? No. Okay, yeah, we have completed the recurring problem. We have completed if it bleeds we can kill it. In for Garuda Awakening, we can complete King Lives, and I haven't completed in a Titan spot. Okay, do I have it? No, I don't. Where do I get it? Speak with Riki at Mailstorm Command. Mailstorm Command. I know where that is. I'm surprised I didn't do this. I mean, this is just Trial Titan Heart. I guess, I think. How did I miss that? Huh. It's getting really dark. Yeah, I know. I need to turn on the light because the sun is going down. So I need to cook lunch for myself. Eat something. Okay, so Artifice. The servers are probably getting stupidly full, so after I leave, you know, to go do some other things, and probably won't be able to come back in who knows how many hours because I'm gonna be back in the queue. So I'm probably just gonna go to bed, watch something, and then I'll try later on after lunch and all that. I'll play maybe some Uncharted more. I want to finish the game. Like, the game is too bloody long. But I'm gonna discuss that while I play that, because it's really kind of long. Okay, so where's the guy? Ashak Rihik in Milestone Command. There. But he doesn't give me any quests. Okay. Let me check again. What have we completed? Okay, so we have completed the required recurring problem. If it bleeds, we can kill it. In for Garuda Awakening. I'm just getting hit by 1 HP point for every pun I hear here, but I can't get this one. I can't in a Titan spot, and I'm sure I don't have it. Like requirement, the Howling Eye Heart. Okay, let's see if I completed the Howling Eye Heart. Howling Eye Heart. Yes, I did. I completed Howling Eye Heart. This is a trial. Did I unlock it but didn't complete it? So no, the naval. Yeah, the naval. But I need the naval heart. That I didn't unlock it now. I have completed every other trial. And this I didn't hit. Why isn't it unlocking? Like, I know there's a few dungeons I didn't complete, but they shouldn't matter. Like, yeah, this. And then for keep. Wanderer Palace. This duty item is level C, the item is level adjusted. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm guessing, yeah, I know this is just another trial, but all I'm seeing is no information how to unlock it. Better ask a few more. Ah, okay. Okay. I've gotten wrong information. Okay. No. Horizon. I need to go to Horizon. Okay. The other. Okay. The other one is saying go to speak to Yustola at Waking Sands after completing the Howling Eye, which is much different than this, which told me to come here.